Welcome to another edition of GVL TV. Proud sponsors at Gagliardi Scott Real Estate. Great people, great results. Today, I'm here with Dylan Cuttriss with just before his 200th game of football. How are you today, mate?
Yeah, go well, Chops.
That's the way. Excited, nervous? How's that all feel?
I'm actually a little bit nervous, mate. I don't get nervous these days, but yeah, the last couple of days I'm sort of a bit on edge today, so it's good. It's a nice feeling to get back into that sort of nervous stage in your footy career, I suppose.
What does it mean to play 200 games for one club?
Yeah, look, it's a really special time. I can still remember my first game, which was a very long time ago, and I never looked too far ahead. So to look at a few guys that have played their 200th the last few years, which are really good mates of mine, and I've been able to do that myself. Yeah, I'm very proud to be able to do that for the Rochester Footy Club.
Yeah, and when you some of the great names of the Rochesters, the McPhees and the Millers and Sparks and all those sort of things, you join that eliteness sort of thing. And you said you remember your first game, but did you ever think that one day this would be you?
No, I definitely didn't. I definitely just took it a bit of a cliche, but a week at a time. I never knew if I was going to be any good. I didn't know how long I was going to stay there for. So I was lucky enough to do the right things, and look, this is where I've come out the other side, which is great.
Yeah. So club-wise and football-wise, why is it that you've been there for 200 games?
I suppose I look at the guys that have played 200 recently, and we talk about it a bit, is just our culture at Rochester Footy Club. It just keeps bringing people back. We've got a lot of local guys that have played 200 recently, but a guy like Elliot Bowen, who came from Mildura, went through the VFL system and came and stayed for 200 games, shows that our club is really strong off the field as well as on the field.
Yeah, look, and I think it's a clear example that Rochester, and success is not necessarily judged by how many grand finals you win, but the fact that I think Rochester is so competitive every year, and for a small country town to do what they do in the GVL Footy League, I think it's a credit, maybe some of the characters and the people that are at the club at the time.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah, and that's certainly part of you. Look, I know we're in a bit of a hurry and you're about to run out to the big game, so we've got to do the fun part of the interview,
Yeah,
the fast 10 questions. All right, so let's get some of the boys under the bus. All right, who's the biggest pretty boy in the team?
Nathan Maroney.
Who goes overboard with the strapping each game?
Stephen Strubens.
Who secretly loves Married at First Sight or The Bachelor?
Stephen Strubens or Nathan Maroney.
Okay. Who has the weirdest pre-game ritual?
Timmy Lecce. He gets there pretty late. He's pretty disorganised, but he seems to get it done.
Who's the biggest softie at the club?
I reckon we might chuck Flaz in there. He's got a tough outer shell, but he's a bit of a softie.
Softie inside, okay. What about who's the sorest loser?
Strubes and Jebba.
Who exaggerates the stories the most?
Ash Watson.
Who has the worst white line fever?
Nathan Maroney by a country mile there.
Okay. Who has the worst tattoo in the club?
Corey Windridge.
Who should go on Farmer Wants a Wife next year?
Oh, I don't think we've got too many farmers. We've got a couple of tradies. I might go Jacob Tingwell.
All right, Dill, look, like I said, we know you're in a hurry to get back out in the ground, so all the best for today. We look forward to seeing today's game and as the club moves forward. Thanks very much for your time.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Thanks, cheers.
Ta.
Well, that's another wrap with GVL TV. I'm glad you've been watching and following us. We really appreciate it. Once again, get on YouTube, give us a like, keep the numbers rolling in, your views. If you've got any stories at Clubland that you want to know, give Teagues a call at AFL Golden Murray office, and we'll get out to your club and see what we can do for you. Once again, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next episode.